And if you suffer from any kind of pain on a daily basis, you're going to want to stick around to find out if the foods you're eating are helping you or hurting you.
Are you suffering from any type of debilitating pain? Well, guess what? When we come back, some tips on foods that can help you fight that pain and get the much needed relief you need when Sonoran Living returns. Well, if you're pain-free, then you know what? Consider yourself one of the lucky ones. According to Consumer Reports, 125 million Americans suffer from some sort of pain, and it is fast becoming a massive problem in our country. I want you to meet Dr. Ken Redcross. He practices internal medicine and is here to show us that, you know what? Pain can start and stop just simply by the foods that we eat.
Absolutely, Terry. I am so happy to be here, especially to talk about this huge problem. You know, it's interesting because everyone is trying to seek relief, but they're doing it in all of the wrong places.
Okay.
So instead of using a lot of those medications that can be addicting, I said, you know what? Let's instead attack the pain, but let's attack the pain naturally. So let's start with our diet, let's start with relief remedies, and let's figure out some things that we can do in our lifestyle to make things easier.
Okay, so you set out some examples here, and what do these mean to me?
All right, so what they should mean is when you look at turmeric itself is a natural anti-inflammatory, which is the base.
A lot about that.
It's the new kind of craze. It's a base of a lot of Indian cuisine. And the reason why it's been a natural anti-inflammatory, and they've been using it for thousands of years already. So that's something I like to always talk about. I have these beautiful nuts. I am so nutty about nuts, Terry. You have no idea because they're so good for us. But we have pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, almonds. I'm showing all this along with cocoa powder because that allows us to leverage the benefits of magnesium. Magnesium is very effective and helpful, especially when it's depleted or low, for our muscle aches as well.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay, but can you, I mean, wouldn't you have to eat a lot of nuts?
You'd be surprised. Actually, a handful of nuts, it has about 150 calories and can give you enough magnesium, actually, throughout the day in order to do that.
No kidding.
And once again, we probably have a lot of these things in our cupboard, and guess what? It didn't require a prescription pad for me to write you something.
Exactly.
So
and what are the benefits of cocoa? I've often heard that.
Well, once again, cocoa, for the same reason, does have some magnesium as well. A lot of people love chocolate, so I figured I'd add that in so everyone could get their chocolate fix.
You could wine and chocolate, and that's where you had me.
There you go.
All right. Now, arnica, and I've often heard about that to take actually before you have some sort of surgery or something like that to prevent bruising.
Well,
so what does that mean?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. See, so arnica is a homeopathic remedy. It's called Arnica montana, and it's also called the mountain daisy. Hence, I have my beautiful daisies here, even though, as we talked about, they're getting kind of old on us here. But the big key is that it is a homeopathic remedy, and I love it because it can be used in two formulations. You've already discussed that we have it in a gel or a cream, which is great because it doesn't have that menthol smell as some of the other things that are over the counter when you want to have something for pain. But it also comes in pellet forms, which I love when you have kind of generalized pain, like maybe you're out in the yard and that sort of thing, and you have pain all over. It's great for that.
Really?
The other reason why I love it is just as what you mentioned earlier, that it does help for the bruising, which is why a lot of my plastic surgery colleagues love to use it, because I hear there's a little bit of plastic surgery that's done in this here part.
No.
Just a tad. Just a tad. And it helps for that. So something to think about.
All right, well, let's talk about Epsom salt. I actually know the benefits of that.
So once again,
it's one of my favorites.
Once again, we're focusing on muscle pain here when we talk about arnica montana, the nuts and those things with magnesium. So once again, Epsom salt at the end of the day is leveraging the benefits of magnesium once again. So you need to do that, especially towards the end of your day. Very effective.
Okay, and what about some vitamin supplements?
So these vitamin supplements are important, Terry, because now we're talking about joint pain. But managing joint pain is so different than muscle pain, because with joint pain, it's not all the things we have here. It's really about avoiding things. But it's things that we know we shouldn't do. Refined sugar, fried foods, fructose corn syrup, those things that we really know we shouldn't have, like soda. Those are the things you want to avoid when you're having joint pain. Now, you also need to think about ways that you could use relief remedies like glucosamine, which is very helpful for the cartilage in our joints.
Okay.
We also have vitamin D, because that's kind of the new craze.
All right, and I've heard a lot about that. As a matter of fact, I've heard a lot of us are vitamin D deficient, and we don't even know it, and myself included. So there you go. We're going to have a little discussion after this segment.
We will.
All right, we do have some more information on Dr. Redcross and everything that he talked about today on our site, SonoranLiving.com.